Hi, this is Joe again with another review. For the sake of this video, we're going to be discussing the 1955 horror film, Cult of the Cobra. Of course, this film is one of those crazy 1950s horror murder revenge movies, and that's what I would classify this as. Well, it's Cult of the Cobra. It stars a group of army guys. I mean, this movie is supposed to take place in 1945. That's after towards the end of World War II. And these five guys who was in the army were in Asia, and they happened to hear about this crazy Cobra cult, and one of the people could transform from a human being into a cobra and then back. So kind of interested in seeing it. So one of the guys who's a member of the Cobra cult says, "Hey, I could sneak you guys in, but you have to make sure you're completely covered so no one will see you, because they see white guys there, they might chase you down and kill you." I'm not kidding about this. They don't allow outsiders in or foreigners in. So you have this guy and no cameras, because one of them had one of the army guys had a camera. And said, "Oh, it would be cool if I go and take pictures and show, relatives back home what we saw." And the guy says, "No, you're not allowed to photograph it or to record the gathering. And anyway, you're not allowed to take pictures of it. Of course, there's no videos cameras back then. At the time the movie was made, there's no video cameras back then either. So you cannot photograph this incident." Well, guess what? The guy who had the camera is sneaking in anyway, took one picture of it, and actually, of course, they had a full-scale riot going on. And the five guys having to get out. And while they were getting out, of this Cobra temple, the priest says, "You're all now going to die, one by one." And sure enough, over the course of the movie, and the movie's not very long, it's probably an hour 15 minutes, and each one of them dies off one by one. Over the end of the movie, just three of them died. So it's three out of the five died. And of course, the one who was actually doing the killing was this beautiful girl, and she was hot. And I have to admit, she was smoking hot, this girl. And you only saw it transform in shadow into a cobra. You only saw it in shadow. You didn't see it in a full-fledged. The only thing I could do see the cobra was at the very end of the movie, where the two remaining guys figured out what was it who had the hots for this girl. They didn't know that she was actually the member of the Cobra cult. And the other guy who was his roommate says, hey, this girl is, member of this cult, and because he remembered the curse, where the high priestess said to him, and of course he had to be convinced. The other guy had to be convinced. And of course, he virtually was convinced, and they won. And how they defeated it was they pretty much threw her out the window, and she dies. Major spoiler for those of you who didn't see this movie, and it's, of course, the murder mystery was interesting, and how they try to figure it out, and then trying to figure it out. To me, I've seen one too many of these movies to figure out. It was way too easy to figure out that this girl was the Cobra lady, and it was, to me, it was like way too easy to figure out. But we never seen this type of genre picture before. It's the mystery part I thought was interesting, but it was too obvious to who the killer was. But it's not a bad movie. I mean, I recommend it, especially if you like these cheesy horror movies from the 1950s. I mean, it's not it's not a bad movie at all. It's quite entertaining, especially the woman is not, like I said earlier, she was smoking hot. So of course, to see her in this movie because very few times when you have a woman, a smoking hot woman as a killer in one of these movies. I mean, it's very rare in the horror movie genre then you have, a beautiful, sexy woman as the killer. Very rarely does that happen, and especially in the 1950s, it's very rare that happens. And to see her, it's not bad. And like I said, it's way too easy to predict who the killer is, but like I said, it's not a bad movie at all. At least the movie is for the most part fairly consistent for a movie that's this short. It held my interest for the hour 15 minutes, which is pretty reasonable for a horror movie at that time. So that's my review of the movie Cult of the Cobra. Please click on the video, please rate it, please subscribe to my channel, please forward this video to your Facebook pages, and you check out all my reviews and on my YouTube channel at rowdyc.com, so WDY, and that's c.com, it's a homepage of the Rowdy Reviewer, Chris Lee Moore, and please check out all of his videos on his website. Thanks for watching, catch you next time.